struggling right now, but, well, the weather is rather moist as well. And if you're out and about this morning, well, why not drive to the conditions? Turn your lights on, be safe, be seen, make it click. We want you to get to your destination safely. Thursday, July 16th, and absolutely elated because, believe me, coming out of Lumsden, no, not the South Island, but Saskatchewan. Let me get that right again. Saskatchewan is, of course, Justin LeBrash. Now, you're going to love this. You really are. So first of all, let's do this.
Galaxy 107fm.
So how we feeling?
That's awesome.
Nice. For everybody that's joining us this morning on Facebook Live, thank you again for coming on back because, believe me, you're going to love this young man. And believe me, I love his music, I really do. His name's Justin LeBrash, coming out of Saskatchewan. Well, actually Lumsden, not the South Island. No, in New Zealand, we do have a Lumsden there. We really do. But out of Saskatchewan. Now, you know, it might be... Oh, Steve's with us. Yeah. Nice to have you along, Steve. Been a while, my friend. Has been. Now, it might be easy for you to say Saskatchewan, but, well, you know, we contend with Maori names here in New Zealand. That's the Indigenous folks.
For sure. I'm actually quite impressed at how well you were able to pronounce Saskatchewan, because most people just butcher it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, I considered that as well, but you know,
You've been practicing.
I have been practicing.
Yes.
I was out the back doing it for about you know.
Our motto for the province is easy to draw, hard to spell, because we're basically just a rectangle, but our name is very long and complicated.
Right. Yeah. No, believe me, we here at the office we were talking about the genius that came up with that amount of letters in this name. Yeah. Who the hell named that? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That makes you scratch your head, much like it does with the very first person that ever ate a mussel.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, you got to wonder, you know, were they that hungry? Anyway, let's go to the desk. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 21 after 11 o'clock AM, coming up to lunchtime, 9 degrees. We're going up barely. Literally, the weatherman says 12 degrees and cloudy. Well, it is absolutely bucketing down outside, and I'm still staying with the 16 degrees this morning. I really am. I think we can make it. Have faith. Yeah. It's not often that I'm wrong, and if I am, it's usually because my co-host beats me regularly. Thursday, July 16th, absolutely elated because coming out of Lumsden, Saskatchewan is Justin LeBrash. Now, Justin, believe me, I have had a listen to this music, absolutely love it. And we kicked the show off with a little front row seat. Welcome to Galaxy, Justin.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate the kind words.
Well, believe me, as an engineer myself, and I've been doing it for, well, you know, about almost 40 years now, not only doing studio work, but front of house as well, and being a DJ. I don't listen to music as a fan would listen to it. You know what I mean. I break it down in its increments, and, well, you know, Justin, I can't fault this work. Where do you get it recorded? And let's talk about Front Row Seat to start with. Tell me a little bit about it. Tell me something about the lyrics.
Yeah, so Front Row Seat was is a pretty special one for me because it was the first song that really got traction at Canadian Country Radio, and I got to record it with a producer here in Saskatchewan. His name is Bart McKay, and he works with guys like Brett Kissel, Gord Bamford, who you guys will probably know, and Adam Gregory has definitely worked with him as well. And so I was very fortunate to get to do that song with him, and it was the start of a cool partnership that we've been working together for almost 5 years now.
Well, I got to be honest with you, and believe me, we've got a plethora of your music, Justin LeBrash. We really, really do. Huge file. And we play you, especially 16 Hours of Country on a Sunday. We get a lot of response for your work. We really do. Plus on a Monday night. And I play you in the breakfast show as well, and that's based on literally how many requests we get the day before to be able to shape the breakfast show, you know what I mean? And somewhere along the way I'm finding myself consistently playing Justin LeBrash, and Front Row Seat is definitely one of them. Now, at the same time, SMA multi-nominee and award winner, Canadian country recording artist, Justin enjoys entertaining audiences with originals and twists on country greats from now and years gone by. Justin is a Saskatchewan farmer and all-round cowboy. Nice to have you aboard, my friend, and I'm going to welcome you to the Galaxy family. I told you how easy it was to get an interview with me, and believe me, it's so easy. It really is. When you've got work like you do. Now, having said that, do you write all your own music?
I do write a majority of my own stuff. There are a few that I get from other writers because I work off the thought process that if I hear a song that's a really good song and that I connect with, I don't care if I wrote it or not. It's a good song.
Yep, I get that. I do. And, well, you know, I think, quite frankly, you have the potential of being the future of Canadian country music today. You know what I mean? And I think you're just on the precipice of making it that much more successful. You really, really are. And I want to talk to you a little later on after the show about something that maybe we might be able to help you with. But we'll talk about that later. Having said that, fan question, and I'm being told this in my headphones. How do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Justin, do you respond?
I do. I handle all my social media myself. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My website, all the emails through my website go to me. So even if my management does see the messages, I will see them before they're replied to, and either say what to say, or I reply to most of them myself. And all the comments, replying to comments on all the social media is all me. All the posts are run by me.
Ah, you shouldn't have said that. Now you're going to get another 5,000 Facebook fans. You'll be doing this all day.
You know, I really don't mind. I love connecting with fans.
Nice. Now, at the same time, given that you may be a little tired right now, 5 hours of dancing, that, well, a little bit of fitness, but I can get that. I'd hang in there for another couple of hours, actually. I'd say, let those guys down in New Zealand just hang out a bit more. I'm having fun. Tell me a little bit about this. What are we expecting to see in the near future on video for you?
Yeah, so we are working on a new music video that I really haven't released much information about. So this is an exclusive for Galaxy. It's for a new single that's going to be coming out in September called Miles Ago, and the video is basically the entire music video is a choreographed dance routine with myself and a partner, and I'm really looking forward to getting this out there for people because it's something that I've definitely never done anything like this before. I am not a dancer, but I am working my best and with the choreographer to figure out the most efficient way of not making me look like a complete boob.
You won't believe me. I get it. I do. I'm a professional at being a complete boob, so, you know, it's always nice to have somebody teach you not to be able to. But having said that, and I'm going to ask you a little later on if you'd come back again after we do this interview, because believe me, we would love to be able to release new music, so keep that in mind. But first of all, Blue Collar Worker. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so this one I actually wrote with my father, Wes. And it was off my first album, and it's a song that I don't know exactly where it came from. He kind of got the idea for it. It's just an anthem for people that work with their hands and they work in the dirt, and it's just a little shout out to them, because I mean I've worked construction. I'm a farmer, and so I know how hard that part of the job force has to work, and I thought they deserved a little tip of the hat.
Absolutely, and believe me, I'm right there with you. I really am. So, live here at Galaxy 107 FM with Justin LeBrash, here is Blue Collar Worker. $5,108,000 online right now.
Wow.
Yeah, I told you we had a good following. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's amazing.
No, actually, it's about average, to be honest with you. We've been doing this for about 7 years now, and when we first started, Justin, honestly, I was happy if we had 10 listeners. To be honest with you, you know, just on the internet, and we started doing a thing called. Well, it was a Monday night drink-up party, literally, on Skype. You know, we called it Skype Party Monday, you know what I mean? But it transformed into, well, we were getting a little too drunk and the management were getting a little embarrassed with us. So we transformed it into talking to people like yourself, you know what I'm saying? Indie artists. Because we film everything, and then we were sending them the videos and everything, which we will do for you. And they were showing their friends. And their friends were starting to click in and listen to us. You never know who's listening these days, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
So we're grateful to each and every one of you that do follow us here at Galaxy. We really are, and we're so happy to be able to talk to Justin LeBrash today. We are so happy, because believe me, I think that Justin has a big career ahead of him. Even though he is a farmer, I think music's where his niche is. Keep an eye out for it. Now, Justin, I'm going to ask you about websites and stuff like that, because honestly, we get a number of artists, or a number of people who want to follow you. Can we download music from your website? Do you have a merch store, stuff like that? Okay? So I'll ask you that next. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM. Just wondering what you were looking at then, actually. Was that the flag? No? Oh, the logo on the... I get it. Nice. Who's joining us, by the way?
Oh, Steve Baker.
Steve Baker's still there?
Terry Ashley.
Terry Ashley. Nice to have Terry along as well. And a number of other people that are joining us. Now, we're joined by Justin LeBrash coming out of Lumsden, Saskatchewan. And Justin, I'm starting to get that name, it's starting to wear it in now. I'm thinking I'm starting to succeed. How do you feel?
I think you're doing beautifully. It's a simple name. It's spelled like it sounds, but you would have no idea how many people go LeBrash? No, LeBrash.
Exactly. Now, at the same time, I've known a couple of LeBrashes, so that sits in quite nicely. I was more about Saskatchewan. I think I'm starting to get my tongue around that one as well.
I think you had it nailed right as you started. I was very impressed. I've talked to a lot of people that they don't even know how to begin to say it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would like to introduce you to some Maori names that we have for some of our towns, cities and places in New Zealand. Believe me, real tongue twisters they can be. Let me tell you that. They really, really can be. And in fact, I was actually talking to one young lady coming out of America, and I says, one of the places that we have here in New Zealand is called Whakapapa. And she says, I can't say that on air. I couldn't do that. I says, no. Literally, Whakapapa. It's a Maori name. It's actually for our museum down Wellington.
Huh, interesting.
And she sort of thought there was something ancestral involved.
Yeah, what a name. That's Yeah, I don't know how that would go over around here.
Yeah, believe me, I would have a lot of fun speaking Te Reo, which is the indigenous language of the Maori here in New Zealand. To any of your friends, anything like that, believe me, maybe not fluent, but I can hold my own. Let's put it that way.
That's impressive.
Nice. Now, having said that, right now, it's kind of a surreal time in the history of the world, if you want to put it like that. Excuse me. Especially with this COVID thing going on right now. So I'm kind of thinking that there's not a lot of concerts, not a lot of venues, not a lot of entertainment going live-wise down your way. Are you right now doing a lot more recording? Are you doing a lot more writing?
Yeah, for a solid 2, almost 3 months, I was basically locked away in my studio, just writing almost every day and recording, working on my new acoustic album that I just put out last month. That's just me and a guitar, all original songs. But now things have kind of changed a little bit because we're really excited to be doing drive-in concerts. And myself and my band are the only ones doing a full drive-in concert tour, and the only ones in North America, which I'm very, very proud to say that we were able to be the first to do that and the only one so far. And the response has been absolutely amazing. We're staying within our province in Saskatchewan and making sure that we still keep our distance from others so that we can stay safe, because, of course, we don't want to be responsible for any spread. But nonetheless, my band and I are kind of in the same little group, so we're okay to interact with each other, and we stay on stage. Everybody stays in their vehicles, and it's a very fun experience. Definitely different.
Excuse me. I remember the days of going to the movies in the United States and going to a drive-in that way, and I can see the value of this. This is great. It really is. Thinking a little out of the box, but getting some sort of something going on, and I like that. I really, really do. Got to give a shout out too to True North, your band, and how many people in your band?
There's 3 others, another guitar player, drummer, and bass player. They're not only my band members, they are truly my best friends. Nice.
And at the same time, gotta give a big shout out to Mum, your manager.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing anything like this without her. Thankfully, I was born into a family where my mother is a personal relations manager, and my dad has his marketing degree. And so I learned very quickly the business side of things, and that's what I decided to take in school. And so it definitely helped me get a little bit of a leg up. And once things started rolling, my mom took a very prominent role in helping me manage all the things I got going on.
Well, Barbara sends her best wishes as well. Apparently they're becoming quite friendly.
Love it.
Nice, nice. Now, See You in the Stars. Tell me a little bit about that.
So See You in the Stars is very, very special to me because it was my latest single, and I can now say that it is my highest charting single to date. It got into the top 70 on Canadian Top 100, which is the highest I've ever been, and I was super, super excited to have that. It's still getting played, and it's a song that's very special to me because it's not a classic love song or breakup song. It's the storyline is more that that there's someone that has a dream and they have to leave to follow that dream, and the significant other in the relationship says that's okay. You go, you follow your dream. You're meant to do this, and I know that someday you'll come back and we'll be together because that's the way we're meant to be.
Very cool. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM with Justin LeBrash, and See You in the Stars. How you feeling, Justin? You don't need a stiff drink yet?
No, I'm doing great.
Nice, nice. I've just got to grab something. There we go. Back again. Props. You'll find out as we go through. Now, we here in New Zealand right now, we're not in lockdown per se, but we are at the border. Only Kiwis can come back into the country, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, well, you see, Barbara is the manager of Aurora Entertainments as well, which is really difficult because she works primarily with internationals. And we're not,
right.
So it's a bit of a struggle right now to be able to do something or plan something. But we would like to be able to ask you if you would consider, when this is all said and done, coming to New Zealand and playing in front of New Zealand audiences.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nice, nice. Because believe me, Barbara does all the logistics, everything, works with managers, gets the visas, all the stuff. You know what I mean? She's your front line person, and believe me, I think everybody needs one. Barbara.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Well,
Mum.
thank you very much for the offer. I definitely will take you up on that whenever we can.
Oh, your
Nice.
mum.
Well, we'll talk about that because, well, you know, I did let you know at the start of this that us Kiwis were a little crazy, okay?
You are.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
I'm off the hook. I ain't just crazy. I'm certifiable. There you go. Believe me, if you're going to hang out with me, Justin, bail money.
Over there.
Well, you know, I think you'll fit just right into to the Saskatchewan rednecks around here. So we'll get along just fine.
Awesome, awesome. Let's talk about that. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy. You're annoying with that thing sometimes, you really are. You remember Darth Vader, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that lightsaber he had?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara's like that with this thing here. It's a hard hat area, my friend. It really is. Osh would have a field day. Yeah, you got to duck and move very quickly when Barbara's around. She's all over the place, literally. Influencers, Aaron Goodwin, AC/DC. Now, I'm going to tell you a few stories about them as we get to know each other as I follow your career, because I've worked with them for many, many years.
Love it.
And one of the former drummers is actually a good friend of mine, living about an hour and a half away. Yeah, in Tauranga, believe me. And he's got a great restaurant there too. We discussed about getting you down here, down under, once all this COVID thing is over and done with, and we would be absolutely elated if you would even consider doing that. But if you do consider coming down to New Zealand, we're a little crazy. I can't express this enough, I really can't. But are you up for a challenge or two?
I'm always up for a challenge.
Oh, I love this. Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you're familiar with a caterpillar, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like a double-decker bus to a mini. It's like a caterpillar on steroids, literally. It's big, it's white, it's got a black head. And what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head. Don't eat the head, it's yucky. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Huh.
Now, there's an original look. Haven't seen one of those for a while. Yeah, literally. Now, New Zealand's made up of 3 islands, right? Down the very bottom is a little island called Stewart Island, where I want to literally put all of these people coming into the country with COVID virus. I want to put them on that island. You know what I mean? But the opposition and the government and everything seem to see fit in putting them into 5-star hotels instead. Now, not for me. I'd put them in camper vans down on, Stewart Island. Great name, Stewart Island. But then whoever named New Zealand ran out of originality and went South Island. And then North Island. I mean, really? Seriously? Okay, South and North Island. Now, down the west coast of the South Island, there's a place called Hokitika. Now, down there they have a wild foods festival. And the indigenous folks of New Zealand still today do eat hoo-hoo grubs. And believe me, alcohol, okay? Before, maybe during, and probably much afterwards as well. But believe me, it does taste like peanut butter. I've had many, many, many of these things. I really have. We'll send you the instructional video, okay? We'll make sure that...
Love it.
Yeah, I'm not pulling your leg, okay? And this wild food, you know what festivals are like? Kids wandering around with candy floss and hot dogs on a stick, all that sort of thing? Yeah, not down there. It's more like a deep-fried locust on a stick. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Amazing.
A lot of fun. But in Hokitika too, Greenstone Factory, go and check out some greenstone, believe me. Jade, for those around the world that can't distinguish one or the other, there is actually 2, greenstone and jade, and we have some of the best greenstone in the world, we really do. Then we'll take you down to Queenstown. Now, Queenstown is a really, really cool little place, my friend. It really is, and I've got to tell you why. Shania Twain owns property down there. It's a little boutique town kind of city. All the A-listers go there to go and get away from their mates and take their friends. You know what I mean? And believe me, as I said, Shania Twain owns property down there. Kevin Costner was down there not so long ago. Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise, they all go down there. You never know who you might bump into. But if you bump into me, I'll throw you off a bridge. Big pregnant pause. Yeah, look at that. You see? Oh dear, we'll just hang in there for a minute. And that look on his face right there is priceless all to its own. It really, really is. It's nice to have Justin LeBrash with us, as long as we have a good connection. I'm hoping that we're going to be okay. What do you reckon, Barbara?
Oh,
yeah?
I can hear you now.
Yay, he's back again.
Yeah.
We hung in there for
There
you.
you go.
There you go. Now, as I was saying to you, if you bump into me in Queenstown, I'll throw you off a bridge.
I'd love to hear the elaboration on this.
Bungee jumping. We have a thing in Queenstown called bungee jumping.
You shocked him
Hey.
again.
Are you still there? Keep talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, bungee jumping is a bit fancy to me. I live on the prairies. Everything's flat.
Right. Well, believe me, we'll send you videos so that you're aware of what you're coming to face. And believe me, the person that introduced bungee jumping to New Zealand is a good friend of mine. So not only will we throw you off a bridge, but we'll swing you out over a canyon just for the hell of it.
All right. Well, I would guess it when you're in Rome.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you into parachuting? Have you ever tried skydiving?
You know, I haven't. The idea of jumping out of a plane isn't exactly one that excites me so much.
Okay, well, you know, I've been doing it for about 30 years and would be more than happy to throw you out of a good plane.
Well, I love the way you put that. It puts me very, very at ease.
Yeah, look, I'll even attach you to me if you want. I don't mind jumping out of a plane. I don't care how much you scream. I can't hear it. I really can't. But having said that, are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Yes, I'm a big fan.
Okay, well, about an hour and a half's drive from where we are right now is the original set of Hobbiton, Middle-earth. And we'll go and have a look around there as well. Take you to the party tree and the wishing holes and the hobbit holes, all of those sort of things. Have a damn good time of it. But at the same time, we'll take you to Rotorua. Now, this is a native Maori indigenous folks tourist city, literally. And believe me, there's a place there called Hell's Gate. Now, you may be familiar with Yellowstone National Park, with the geysers and the bubbly stuff, you know, all of that. About an hour away from where we are right now. I think he's frozen again. He's looking. Yep, there he goes. We'll continue this as we go along. Hopefully he'll be back very, very shortly. This is going to be interesting through this interview. Who's online with us right now? Oh, there he's back again. Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Hello. Welcome back again.
I don't know what's happening here.
Good internet. I think somebody didn't pay the bill and it wasn't on our side. Maybe it was Canadians haven't paid the long distance stuff. Anyway, there's a place called Hell's Gate where we'd love to show you through. And it's like time forgot, if you know what I mean. It's got the geysers, the bubbly waters, all the stuff that... we'll teach you a little bit about the culture of New Zealand as well. And I'm very proud to be able to show you these things. Best to do it in the summertime, though. Wouldn't you say, Barbara?
Yep.
Yeah, better to do it in the summertime? Absolutely.
I think that sounds great because that's winter time here and I'd love to get away from the cold.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I know that you're a big fan of summertime, especially summertime kind of love.
That's a great transition.
Good segue, right?
Love it.
So, tell me about summertime kind of love.
Well, you know, this is a song that I wrote, and I wrote it about a girl. I mean, what else is there to write about? There's girls and beer, and maybe a truck now and then. But it's just about that fun feeling, being young, being free, being in love in the summer. And there's not a lot to it, but it's just a fun song that I wrote in a very honest moment.
Nice. So, right here at Galaxy is, of course, Justin LeBrash and Summertime Kind of Love. How you feeling, my bro?
Doing good. I'm having fun.
Nice, nice. I see you got Keith Urban down as one of your influences. Okay. Hey, you're back again.
I don't know what's happening. I have full service. I don't know. What's going on? Maybe a glitch with Skype or something.
Well, maybe it's atmospheric because we're actually having a stormy kind of day, so that might be it. It might be our fault. Mother Nature might be playing.
You never know.
Yeah, she might be playing with the satellites or something. You never know. I was saying, I see you got Keith Urban as one of your influences.
One of my biggest influences, one of my favorite artists to watch live, and he's a Kiwi.
Yeah, he is. I was going to say, did you realise he was a New Zealander?
And here we go again.
Way crazy.
It's not too bad out there. It's not raining.
Come on back. Hey, you're back again.
There we go. I'm just going to try a theory and drive to the other side of the building here.
Okay.
And see if that possibly changes anything.
Sure. Have you got your phone plugged in so your battery's okay?
Yeah, I'm plugged into the truck, so we're all good.
Nice. So, our last...
Hey.
I did know that key there
Nice.
originally.
Nice. Our last song for you was going to be Way Crazy.
Go on.
Okay.
Okay. There he is. He's back again.
Yeah.
Nice. And yes, we have
There you go.
movement. Look at that. We've got movement. Technology's working again. Love that. Let's go back to the desk. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions from the 5 questions from the 50 Shades of Grant.
Sounds good.
This is funny. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It is 5 away from lunchtime, 12 o'clock noon, 10 degrees. So it's getting closer to the weatherman's 12 prediction, but believe me, I think there's still plenty of day to go yet. Might get to 16. Both my co-host and myself came to the same number, which is unusual. Usually doesn't happen that way. Barbara usually likes to pit me and wins all the time. So, this is going to be an interesting day. It is Thursday, July 16th, and of course it's only the 15th if you're in Saskatchewan right now, and it's getting on at night. It must be coming on to about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, about that time. I knew it would be. But having said that, my friend, and we were talking about getting you here in New Zealand, I think your theory worked too, by the way. It's a good move.
Awesome. Glad it's working.
Nice. We were talking about getting you here to New Zealand. Now, have you ever heard of a Zorb?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay, well, we spoke about a little bit about alcohol with the hoo-hoo grub. Well, this literally, basically, well, you could do it during, but it would be funny. Best before and afterwards. Believe me, you'll appreciate a good drink afterwards, but beforehand's always worthwhile because a Zorb is a big, clear, round ball that will put you in and roll you down a hill. Now,
I love it.
Now, the good thing about this too is that we'll put some runners in front of you. It's like mobile Skittles, you know what I mean? And the more of these you've had, the funnier the expressions on their faces you run over. Priceless. Priceless.
I love the sound of it.
Nice. We'll also take you to Auckland, our biggest city, and well, we'll take you out on the harbour there, have a few drinks, and take in the ambience, have a meal, all that sort of thing. And we were thinking maybe about 5 shows here in New Zealand, maybe about 8 in Australia. Makes it worthwhile, don't you think?
Yeah, I love it.
Nice, nice. Now, at the same time, we like to be a little wave crazy here in New Zealand, as you can gather. So, tell me a little bit about Way Crazy.
Way Crazy is, it's another song, you know, I can't get around it. I wrote it about a girl. And it's about that right kind of crazy. It's the kind of crazy that the right person makes you, in all the good ways, none of the bad. It's just about that feeling.
Absolutely love it. I really, really do. And Way Crazy, I've got to admit, was one of the very first songs I heard of yours, and instantly, absolutely loved it. I really did. So right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 1,709 requests for it so far since we've been playing it too, by the way, is Justin LeBrash and Way Crazy. That's not bad, 1,709 requests.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I really do. So, what we'll talk about after this is, would you be interested in coming back again? No, he's gone again.
Play a bit of a song.
Yeah, we'll play a bit of a song.
So he comes back.
And he's back again. Here he is.
There we go. I just saw on here that our cell carrier, I guess, is having troubles with their tower.
Ah, that'll be it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That'll be
Big
it.
storm just on the city.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
So I apologize. I didn't know they were planning on having a storm right now.
Oh, good. We kind of snap, so we're having some fun with you at the same time.
Rain at the moment.
So, we'll can out of this, but I will ask you some questions from the 50 Shades of Grant, just to have a bit of humour, because we've done all the work now. It's time to have a little bit of a laugh before we leave, right?
I like the sounds of it.
Nice, nice. And I'll ask you a couple of serious questions too, actually. Remember I said I got some props? Well, I got a couple of props, and these are quite serious, so it's always good to have somebody's opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds great to me.
Nice. Awesome. Anyway, let's go back to the desk. And believe me, every time I say I'm going to ask one of the questions or some of the questions from the 50 Shades of Grant, everybody here goes, oh no. Yeah, they do. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and, well, Way Crazy. I'm joined by Justin LeBrash, coming out of Lumsden, Saskatchewan, and it is an absolute pleasure to be following such a talented young man. I think he's going to go a long way in the future, I really do. Now, just before we, maybe, will he be here? They're having a few problems over there, apparently. They're in the middle of a storm, a little way away. And he's back again. Welcome back again.
There we go.
Yeah. Now, just before we round this up and move on, I'm going to ask you a couple of very, very quick questions. Like, have you ever tried vegan sausages?
You know, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about them.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering if they're made of real vegans.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's like Irish coffee. Now you got to wonder, don't you? Because they put real Irishmen in them. Having said that, are you familiar with James Bond?
I am.
Okay, well, I think he's still there. Yeah, no, he's gone again. I'll ask him this one in a minute. I really, really will, because I'm sure he'll appreciate this one. Yeah, are you back? He's back again. Now, we were talking about James Bond.
There we go.
Daniel Craig
Yep.
as James Bond, filming his very last James Bond, which is going to be a shame to see him be replaced. But having said that, while he was doing that, broke his ankle. 12 weeks down without any filming, all the staff, everything. So you can understand the management and the people who hold the franchise, how urgent they wanted to move this along. So they were thinking, are you still there? They were thinking
Yep.
of making James Bond a woman. Now, he's not there. It's worthwhile hanging in there. Believe me, it is. It's a good yarn. It really is. True. Are you back again? Yes, no. No? Yes. Maybe. Hello. This is fun, actually.
You having fun, Grant?
Yeah, I am having fun. Hey, he's back again. Now, are you still there?
Yeah.
Are you back again? There you go. Now, we were talking about James Bond and having a broken ankle. Now, they were going to make James Bond a woman. And the world went, no
Right.
way, no way. Leave Moneypenny as Moneypenny, but don't turn Moneypenny into James Bond. Ian Fleming would be doing circles in his grave and all that sort of thing, right? So they decided that they were going to compromise. He's gay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what they're going to call him?
I'd love to.
07.
That's awesome.
You gotta wonder what he's going to do with his little Walter PPK, don't you?
That's great.
Anyway, a couple of serious questions just before we sign off. Right now, I don't know. He's back again. Hello, my friend. Just
There we go.
Just
Back
a
again.
couple of quick questions before we go. Now, I don't know what it's like in your country, but we employ members of parliament to make the tough decisions, don't you?
Yes, exactly the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Believe me, they're getting paid big money to be able to make decisions. So when it comes down that they can't make a decision, they come out with a thing called a referendum. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So why are we paying these guys if they want us to make the decisions for them? And as I said, I had props. This came from the government just a couple of days ago. Now, what they're considering here, and let me go to the first one, is cannabis legalisation and control referendum. They couldn't make a decision. Are you there, my friend? He's back again. Hello. This one was cannabis legalisation and control referendum. They couldn't decide whether we should have drugs or not. What do you think?
Pause.
Cannabis is legal. I think it's been an A-OK thing.
Yeah, we don't mind it at all, actually, especially if it's for medical reasons. We have no problems with that. But I got to let you know, are you still there? I got to let you know that the other day I had a little old man. Yeah, you know what the sidewalk go-kart kind of things that old people drive are like, right? Well, this guy comes racing at me. He'd been following me for a couple of blocks. And he comes right down to, it was candy apple red, had a little flag, the whole deal, and he comes riding up to me and he goes, Grant, cannabis oil. I'm going, yeah. He goes, it's good for your joints. Of course it is. Of course it is. He's gone again.
Oh well, it might be best to wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
Just take some photos and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Yeah, the old fella, he says to me,
I like that it froze.
you like that you're frozen?
Look at that.
Is that what
He's frozen all
no
right.
idea. We've had all
It's a
like
good
had
shot. The
road
people are
one or
taking
the
photos
other.
of these,
Yeah.
believe me.
Slow motion.
Yeah,
We're trying to catch up.
exactly.
We're running to Canada.
We're running to Canada?
Yeah.
We're running to Canada.
This technology.
On a racing snail.
This technology.
I think he's gone altogether, really.
What we could
Maybe
do,
he's given up. He goes,
what we
these
could
guys
do is
down in
end
New
the
Zealand are just
Facebook
bloody
Live
useless.
and then go back and call him
Mm.
and then say
Okay.
goodbye and do our silly photos.
All
and
right.
see what
You,
reckon.
you want me to wrap it up?
Yeah, well, look. He's frozen.
He's
Stop.
completely gone, hasn't he? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's wrap it up for now, and we'll catch up with him in the near future. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Good morning.